Hi folks, welcome back to the workshop and the channel. I've been asked to make a vase for a friend's birthday, or a friend of a friend's birthday. It's actually almost like a commission, this. So what I've got here, I've got a blank that I made up a few videos ago, which is a bit of oak, a bit of leylandii and a bit of mahogany there on the oblique. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this into a vase very similar to the one I did in a video even before that. The oak has dried out a lot and split and cracked. I have done some preliminary filling with epoxy. It'll need some more, but what I want to do first is get this tenon squared up, flip it around, get it parallel, cylindrical, you know what I mean, and then start on the vase. The other vase had a very small, not very small, it was a couple of inches of an opening, and it was sort of curved round and went like that to the base. This one I'm going to, the base is going to be very similar and obviously needs a lot of weight in it, but I'm going to see if I can do some sort of like a trumpet effect this time. I suppose we'll see what the wood will let me do, won't we, really? Right, I'll just get set up for turning and I'll be back with you in a second. Right, here we go. Still at about 700-ish, I think. I'll get the old roughing gouge and let's see if we can straighten it up a little bit. Right, I think that'll probably do. And down here a bit and finish this bit off. Right, that'll do for me. Yeah, still a lot more resin to go in there, I'm afraid. But it's okay. Right, the next job I'm going to do is hollow it out, actually. So I will get the steady rest on. If I can get it on without having to dismantle everything. Oops. Super. I'll just do it a bit at a time. I'll go in with this one first, which is a 3/4 inch. and just basically just widen out as I go, and then I'll start to do the rest with hollowing tools. Very awkward on something this length. Still, never mind. Right. Right, I've drilled about 5 inches out so far. I'm just going to clean up and get a little bit of shape on this end here, inside. Do that with the bowl gouge. I'll let everything cool down a bit and I can drill out a bit more then. That's about 3/8 or 10 mil, whichever language you speak. Cut a little, I'll take a little bit more out there. So that there is, that's it. I don't want to go any, not much of a trumpet, but hey. Now this will be where the base will be. I need to go down to about there, I reckon. But I'm going to wait for everything to cool down, because at the moment more like an iron foundry than a woodworking shop. See you in a bit. Right, I can now get rid of this and do a bit more shaping. well, that's it. I am doing no more apart from repairing all the cracks. I'll get the repairs done, and then obviously I'll get the sanding down done with that. I've got to do something there because that bit flew off most inconveniently, and I've got something stuck in there, so that needs to come out as well. Literally it's just a case of sanding and getting it sorted. Right, I've had to do a few repairs with some epoxy, a few cracks, so I'm just going to clean out the inside again and get it ready so I can clean the outside. I'll put the steady rest back up. Just to be on the safe side. Okay. And while I'm here, I'll just clean off this trumpet end. Anyway, you've seen what I'm doing, so I'll continue and get all this cut down, and I'll get back to you when it's a bit closer. Alright, I've sorted out the trumpet end there and put it back on the revolving centre, live centre, whatever. I'm just going to do a little bit more work down here now. Just going to thin that down a little bit. Alright, I'm only sanding down to 320 because it's going to be coated in epoxy, and I would rather the epoxy had something good to stick to. I could go to 400, but 320 is a better bet for getting the epoxy to stick. Oh dear. Right, it's had a couple of coats of epoxy. I've just got to denib the ends here, de-drip them. Same at the other end, but I'll do that when I take the tenon off. I'll get the polish iron 10 on it. I'm going to leave that end a little bit. They're still a bit sticky, those lumps. I don't know why. Right, not bad. I'll get some microcrystalline on there. Microcrystalline is a bit more forgiving when it comes to mucky paw prints and handling, so right, we'll give the wax a couple of minutes to flash off, and we'll buff it up, and that'll be the outside finished. We'll just have some bits to do on the inside. It's had a coat of epoxy on the inside, but that needs a quick flat off, as it were, and a second coat. So then what I've got to do is take the tenon off that end, trim up the base, make sure this top edge is all very nice. That'll be it. I am still thinking of drilling an hole and putting some lead in the bottom there, which would be a good thing from a weight perspective, because obviously the watered section goes from the top down to about there, I think, so it might be a bit top heavy. Anyway, back to you in a bit. Right, forgot to record the initial buffing, getting the polish off. This is the buffing up with just a clean paper towel. That's not too bad, is it? Sticky paper towel. Yeah, it's come out alright, that. And there we have it. So I've just got a couple of bits to do on the ends. Take the tenon off. Job done for a minute or two. Right, I will rip the tenon off, clean up the bottom, and see what happens. Right, because that's split, I'm not getting enough pressure that way, so I'm going to have to take the rest of that off on the bench, clean it up, finish it off, job done. Right folks, here we have it. It's a vase. The top large section is cherry, and there's an oblique section there out of mahogany, and the lower section is actually leylandi. It's coated in epoxy. It's had 2 coats of epoxy inside and out, so it should be actually usable as a vase. There's several cracks in it, which I've put different coloured epoxies and bits and pieces in just to fill them up. I don't know if the light's catching it, but there's already been some movement in the cherry, which is rather annoying, but it was quite dry when it was done. I think a lot of heat from sanding etc. creates a lot of the cracks as well. I need to be a bit more careful when sanding, I think. Right, there we have it. and that obviously is down in the bottom. And talking of the bottom, under the sticker there is a chunk of lead, which obviously gives us a lot of weight in the bottom there for when it's got anything in it. So that's it for now, guys. Wonderful big thank you to all of my subscribers, both the old ones and the new ones. I'm just glad somebody appreciates what I do, really, which makes a change. So thank you very much, one and all, and look forward to doing some more stuff for you very shortly. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.